Yeah, baby, yeah, baby, yeah, baby, yeah, baby. This is the Negro Exciting News Fun Show, and I'm your host, DJ Motherfucking S. Yeah? So what we're going to talk about now is the Deontay Wilder confronts Luis Ortiz in the ring after Luis Ortiz knocked out Daniel Martz. Yeah. So yeah, first we'll talk about the fight. Yeah. So Luis Ortiz fights Daniel Martz. Yeah. And the Daniel Martz is like 6'7". So the deal is it's supposed to be a test fight, fighting a tall person who's going to be similar to the height and reach of Deontay Wilder. So Deontay Wilder is actually commentating on the fight. So the joke is Luis Ortiz knocks out Martz in round 2. So when Deontay Wilder's in the ring, he said, "What took him so long?" Knocked the motherfucker out in round 2, and Deontay Wilder says, "What took him so long?" Can you believe it? What took him so long? The fight is scheduled for 10 rounds. He knocked him out in round 2. He said, "What took him so long?" But the thing is, if he said it like a joke, yeah, you can see the funny side of it. But I think Deontay Wilder was serious. What took him so long? Yeah. And it was a really good knockout because usually, I've monitored and studied Ortiz, and he usually hits them behind the ear. Yeah. Bang, behind the ear. That's what he does. But this time it was like more a straight punch to the chin, which was very impressive. And he didn't throw that many punches. He was more pouring with his right hand, with his jab hand, and then on Daniel threw a punch. Yeah, he must have slipped it or whatever. Then bang. I went from the time the punch hit Daniel. Yeah, I knew it was lights out. I knew there was no recovery from that motherfucking punch. Yeah. So, Martz is on the floor, Daniel's on the floor, and fucking Ortiz is more or less standing over him, on him, yeah? And then the referee tried to push Ortiz out of the way, but, Ortiz is so hyped up at looking at and confronting Deontay Wilder, he don't even realize, the man who's knocked out on the floor needs space, he needs fresh air, he needs space, man, so they can operate on him, so they can fix him up. Get well soon, motherfucker. How are they gonna get him well if your Ortiz is standing over him? Move out the way. But you're not even interested. You're not even aware of where he's standing. He's just looking at Deontay. So eventually, the referee moves him, and Deontay gets into the ring, and Deontay Wilder's like, train hard for this fight because I'm gonna knock you out. Yeah. And Ortiz is like, what does he say? Motherfucker, you a bitch. Yeah. He says, he can't speak English well, but he can say, motherfucker, you a bitch. So Ortiz says, motherfucker, you a bitch. And then, the network has to apologize for the bad language. And Ortiz gets on the ropes and does his usual King Kong stuff. Yeah. Yeah, because like a black man is not supposed to be saying he's a monkey or an ape, but that's what Ortiz does, and it really works well, and he is like King Kong. He knocks them down, and it was like Tyson-esque. The way Ortiz knocked out this guy, it was like Tyson was back, bro. Just bang, not cumulative, bang, 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 one punch, boom, motherfuckers on the floor. Yeah. I know it's a different weight division and a long time ago, but I used to like when what's his name? Oh, Julian Jackson. Julian Jackson would knock a motherfucker out, and then he just go like this. Yeah? You're out, bro. You're knocked out. You're KO, motherfucker. Yeah. Yeah, man. So, it's going to be a really good fight, man. Ortiz versus Deontay Wilder. This is a fight, but, I like both of the two fighters. I really genuinely like both of the two fighters, yeah? If Ortiz can hit Deontay Wilder, he can knock him out. But can he hit him? That's the issue. Can he hit him? Yeah, he's shorter than Deontay Wilder. And then if Deontay Wilder, boxes smart, he's not supposed to let Ortiz get inside. Yeah, but obviously Ortiz will try and get in his head and try and draw him into a brawl. Yeah? Try and draw him into a brawl. Yeah? But I think Deontay Wilder is much smarter than that now, which he proved in his Arthur Spilker fight. Yeah? Keep it long and knock a motherfucker out. Yeah? But this fight to me very important because both of them, have unbeaten records. Yeah. And the heavyweight division now is so exciting. We got genuine good fighters, man. And Joseph Parker, Anthony Joshua, Ortiz, Deontay Wilder, and but Tyson Fury. Where the fuck is Tyson Fury? Never seen anything like it before. Tyson Fury comes into the heavyweight division, and he's got a lot of talent, but nobody wants to acknowledge his talent. Yeah, nobody wants to acknowledge Tyson Fury's talent, saying silly things like, "Oh, he punched himself in the face." He accidentally hit himself in the face in one of his own fights. Yeah, so that means he's no good. That's what people want to use to say Tyson Fury is no good. I knew Tyson Fury would be the world champion. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, Tyson Fury is very special. And when I saw Steve Cunningham knock him down, and he just got up like nothing happened, and then he broke the will of Steve Cunningham to win the fight. He broke his will to win that fight. I knew Tyson Fury is very special. He's a clever fighter. So Tyson Fury beats Klitschko, and for some reason, I know they said he's on drunk and whatever, but how can you beat Klitschko to be the world champion and then you've never fought again? I mean, what is this? When did Tyson Fury beat Klitschko, man? Tyson Fury's got issues, but I just feel like they don't want him in the sport. Yeah, because he's a traveler. Yeah, he's a gypsy, whatever you want to call it. They don't want him in the sport, and his dad has said this on interviews. And boxing is like something where you're supposed to come from nowhere, become something, and move up. Yeah, you move up into a mansion, and it's all supposed to be very dignified, and you have wealth, and you carry yourself a certain way. Yeah. Rubbing shoulders with kings and princes and kings and queens and meeting presidents. Being a heavyweight champion of the world is an extremely prestigious thing. Yeah. So, for the people behind boxing, this man is a traveler. He lives in a caravan. He's tarnishing the sport of boxing. Because I can't understand why, you can be a world champion and then they just freeze you out. Yeah, he's the man. When did he beat Klitschko? He beat Klitschko what? 2 years ago? He's never fought since. What the fuck is this? But anyway, back to Ortiz and Deontay Wilder. That's gonna be some really, really good fight. Yeah, and both of them always bring the magic. Both of them always bring the excitement. Yeah, Ortiz always brings it. Deontay Wilder always brings it. Always brings it every single motherfucking time. Only one fight, for some reason, it wasn't explained, but he obviously had hand problem. I can't remember who he fought again, but he finished the fight with like a bruised eye, swollen eyes, and he wasn't throwing his hands properly. Yeah, I knew he had hand problem. Yeah, even though, because in boxing you're not allowed to do what's called making excuses, but the truth is the truth, isn't it? Yeah, the truth is the truth. I mean, it's not necessarily an excuse. Yeah, he won the fight, but he had some puffed up eyes at the end of the fight. But he always brings the excitement, does Deontay Wilder. So really, really looking forward to that fight. And I mean, if you check Deontay Wilder's statistics, as Big Shaq would say, not statistics, statistics. If you check his statistics on BoxRec, I mean, he's got like maybe the best knockout ratio in boxing history. I mean, it can't be really so. I mean, we're talking about ratio now. You know, you've got your fighters who had over 100 bouts, and he's only had 38 or 39 professional fights. But, you know, he's knocked out almost everyone. You know? And Deontay Wilder's knocked out almost everyone he's fought. He's got like over 90, I think it's 97% knockout ratio. Go and check him out on BoxRec. Okay, so Luis Ortiz versus Wilder. And Wilder said, train hard for the fight. I don't want any excuses. Yeah. And then Ortiz says, I'm ready. That's what we want to see. Really, 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 really. That's what we want to see. Yeah. Okay. If you've got any comments or questions, put them below. Please subscribe, click the like button. DJ Eternal.